going on, everybody? This is Tyler Weeb from Pro Physique, and today we're going to be talking about pre and post-workout nutrition. Alright, welcome back everybody. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend doing it is whatever you do, and that you are just absolutely crushing this Monday. Well, today I wanted to talk about something maybe a little more, not nuanced, but a little more advanced when it comes to nutrition. A lot of the times I just want my clients to focus on just hitting your numbers, especially if you've never really tracked before, and then at least try and have some food before a workout, right? That's typically ideal, but wanted to dive a little bit more into what are some good choices for your pre-workout and your post-workout. What should it look like, timing, and just some other things like that to help you maybe get a little bit more out of your training, because I do believe that this can be very important to the process and being able to have enough intensity in the gym. And so we are just going to cover some pre and post-workout recommendations and kind of what it should maybe look like. So let's start off with your pre-workout. So what I really like, and typically what I recommend, is roughly 25% of your daily carb intake is devoted to pre-workout. Now, I say that going, well, we could go a little more, a little bit less, although I don't know if a lot of people would want to do more, because that can tend to be a bit more too much food for your pre-workout. But that is always a very good starting point, right? We want 25% of our carbs pre-workout. And what this is going to help is this is just going to help make sure that the muscles have enough energy to do the work that we need to do in the gym, that we have that energy ready to go for when we're spending that hour, hour and a half in the gym, and that we can bring the intensity to the gym with those carbohydrates. And so I think there's two ways you can go about this. One, the one I really like and the one that I typically go about doing is I will have my pre-workout meal about 30 to 45 minutes before my workout, and it's typically in a form of a very fast acting carbohydrate. So because my carbs are so high, I have been doing either cereal or 2 Pop-Tarts, right? I find that to be absolutely perfect. It's not quite 25% of my carbs. It is about 30 grams less, but I do find for myself that if I kind of have over 100 grams of carbs pre-workout, I tend to feel a little bit sluggish. And so I like to keep it right around 75, 80 grams of carbs. And I have found that this method allows me to have the most energy for the gym. It's a quick and easy meal, right? Just boom, pop them down, boom, you got 2 Pop-Tarts ready to go. Quick, easy to eat, very fast acting, will digest quite quickly, and very light on the stomach, and so you're not feeling too logged down. So that's something that I really like to do pre-workout, and that can work for anyone and anybody's schedule. It might not be Pop-Tarts, but it can be something a little more fast acting, right? You could have a handful of cereal or a couple pieces of toast. I used to do a lot in prep. I'd have 2 pieces of toast with some jam, boom, ready to go. That was 25% of my carbs. And we would just get right to the gym, and I kind of felt like I always just had that energy right away to have it. Another option, depending again on your schedule and your day, is you can make a bigger meal. So let's say maybe lunch, you're off at work at 3 and you take your lunch at around 1, and you just have that bigger meal before your workout. But what you want to watch is just to make sure that it's not too close to the workout, because it does take a couple hours for the body to just kind of go through the full digestion, and you don't want a big heavy meal probably 45 minutes before your workout. You probably are going to feel a little sluggish. So if you do have a bit bigger of a meal, give it a little bit of time to digest, just make sure we go through the whole process. All the nutrients are in the right places for when you do need them for your pre-workout. So those are the 2 options that you can go about. Again, it's going to depend on your schedule, what works best for you, when you feel best. Play around with it, right? Start off at that 25% and then kind of go from there. I do find that probably most people are going to be a little bit below that 25%, just again, so you're not feeling too sluggish. And then again, big meal, give it a little bit longer of a time, just so that the body has time to digest. And now, another recommendation is you might want to minimize your fat intake pre-workout, just so that we are going through absorption and digestion a little bit quicker. Fats can tend to slow that down a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's probably not going to make a huge difference. Now, protein, for me, I train in the morning. Basically, what I will do is I'll have some Greek yogurt just to get muscle protein synthesis started from my fast of sleeping, and then my carbohydrates. And so I just get a little bit of protein just to get things going. Again, you probably don't want heavy protein, again, before a training session, again, just because you're going to probably feel a little bit logged down and it could slow digestion of the carbohydrates a little bit. But again, depending on your schedule and whether you're doing like the bigger lunch or the quicker meal, it's probably a good idea to at least have some branched chain amino acids with you for your training session. So that is pre-workout, quick rundown. 30 to 45 minutes if you're having like some quick fast acting carbohydrates, so something like cereal, bread, something like that. Or if you're having a much bigger meal with maybe a little more protein, maybe some slower acting digesting carbs, and a little bit more fats, I'd probably recommend it for something around 2 hours pre-workout, just so the body does have time to digest. All right, so that is your pre-workout. Now, post-workout, this is also a very important time as well, because the body is in recovery mode. It wants to recover from the training session, the brutal training session that you just put it through. And so ideally, again, we want the majority of our carbs probably in this meal, right? Because that's what's going to help start the recovery process, along with a high quality protein source, right? Those two combined is going to uptake the nutrients into the muscle a lot quicker than if it's just carbohydrates alone, right? So again, you probably want to avoid maybe some high fiber options at this point, because you do want to get nutrients into the body, into the muscle as quick as you can, so you can start that recovery process. And so again, maybe look at some faster acting carbohydrates in this time, right? So this is a time when, we're really insulin sensitive than the majority of the day, and the ability to uptake glucose into the muscle is going to be a lot easier. So this is a good time to maybe have that bowl of cereal, which I tend to like to do. I'll have like my main meal, and then I'll have like a bowl of cereal as well. And again, getting in the majority of your carbohydrates at this time is probably going to be your best idea. Now, do you need to eat right away, right? Is there that anabolic window? Yes and no. For me, I want to make sure that I am getting my nutrients in as quick as possible so I can start the recovery process right away, because my goal is to put on as much muscle as possible. And so even if I get like a 0.1% advantage by taking my shake right away post-workout, I'm gonna do it. So for me, I really love Core Nutritional's PWO. So it's a protein and carbohydrate blend with just fast-acting carbohydrates, a fast-acting protein, boom, slam it back, and you've at least started that recovery process. But you technically do have about 2 hour window to make sure that you get some food in that time, right? So that's kind of when that sensitivity ends. It's about 2 hours after your workout. So if you can't, or you don't want to spend calories on a shake, it takes 30 minutes to drive home, you're okay. The workout is not completely wasted. You still will get the benefits of the recovery process. So again, probably want to focus on a little more protein at this point as well as mainly your carbohydrates. Again, a good starting number is 25%, but I find that I do go more than that, again, just because quite insulin sensitive at this point, and might as well just get some of those extra calories in after my workout to help with the recovery process. And again, kind of the same as the pre-workout, you probably want to minimize fat a little bit, again, just so we're not slowing down the digestion and absorption. But at the end of the day, as long as you're getting your calories in, that isn't going to play a huge role in the whole recovery process. So something for me I really like having, because I train in the morning, I really like having my eggs post-workout, either with some toast, and I'll probably like a bowl of cereal. And again, because my carbs are so high, I'll usually try and hit around 150, 175 grams post-workout. Just because that makes it, I'm a little more hungry, makes it easier to get all the food in sometimes. So that's going to be everything for today, guys. Pre-workout, 25% carbs, something probably fast acting that's going to just kind of digest easily and is light on the stomach, right? You don't want to feel heavy while you're working out or bloated. Not going to feel good. Post-workout, high quality protein source. Again, some faster acting carbohydrates as well. If you can, if you have the calories and you want, have a shake right away. Again, Core Nutritional's PWO is absolutely fantastic. Off season, I don't train without it. And just get the majority of your carbs in that post-workout window so that they can be utilized for your recovery for that next training session for whenever that is. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. If you'd like to see any videos on things that you have questions about, go ahead, leave that comment down below or shoot me a message. And again, I really appreciate all of you guys for watching. And if you enjoy the content, please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Have a great rest of your Monday.